Hi, I'm Marysol. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning from December 5th through the 11th, and I am going to be using some old school stickers. These are from the Nutcracker, and they're the ones on the blue paper backing. I'm intending to use this washi, and I'm going to pair these with the Yay Holidays book, like the ones that they have like in the glass case, the Nutcrackers. And I'm also going to use some old school homebody stickers. I believe this is a seasonal homebodies. So I can use like these Christmas wreaths that I thought were really cute. And so I am doing a planner challenge or patron challenge from Planning with Bumble. And yeah, I am going to make some boxes for my planner. So I start off with putting my washi, and I'm going to use that washi. That's from the Go Goodies Girl. And she's on Instagram, also on Etsy. I love her washi. And then that blue scallop washi, I believe, is from Happy Planner, like back in the day. And so I'm going to put on the wreaths, but first I want to put my Nutcracker characters on the page. And I'm not really going to do a scene here, but I wanted to put them in the bottom and kind of decorate it around with kind of like what it looks in the page. But I wanted to put them first so that I can put the wreath under it or garland under it to make it look more Christmassy. Like, I don't know, like they're coming onto a stage, but everything's like falling from the sky. That's what I kind of envisioned it. So here I am. I'm just spreading around the decor onto my page, and this part was pretty easy. What I really struggled with this plan was the boxes, and I wanted to use, some square boxes and rectangular boxes, but I also wanted to use circles. And I found my circle stencil and then I lost it again because that is what happens around here. So I used a Happy Planner disc, which didn't turn all that great. So here I am. I'm just using this to create my box. So I'm using a ruler to create my box. I thought to use this T ruler, but something behind it kept staining my page. So I had to move it around. So I don't know what it was, if it was the black ink on, the numbers to kind of annotate the numbers or what. Or if something got onto it, but it was staining my page and I had to move it around. So here I am. I'm putting that Nutcracker character in the onto the box, but I wanted it to be centered with it. So I moved it around a little until I got it where I want it. Now I'm just cutting around, and really I'm just doing a really rough cut, and then I'm going to go in and do a more detailed cut. These are Cutter Bee scissors, and they're for like really nitty detail cutting, which I really like. So yeah, now I'm going to remove the backing and place my first box. So I decided to put it on wax paper because, like I said, I wanted to include circles. And I thought when I was going to do the circles that I would do like some marker wreaths on it. And I then kind of go away from that idea. It just didn't look well to me, but like I think maybe on another spread it probably would have looked better. So here it is, and I'm gonna do it on this paper, but then I cover it, and you'll see later how I cover it. I do think like that came out cute. I just don't think it went with this spread, and that's when I decided to cover it. So yeah, I'm just placing my boxes, and then I'm thinking about where I want to put my lines. So I decide to leave it just in the middle there, and then I'm going to make another box for that Wednesday. um, I do use the Happy Planner. I don't know if you know, like back in the day they have a box maker, and so that's what I use. I bring both of them, but I use the bigger one, the pink one, to make those boxes. So I'm just gonna add washi on the top. And I was talking about this, like, I don't know if you, I mean, maybe it's because I have like a really small space for planning. But I've said this in videos before where like I see other planners and they like their planning area is so neat. All you see are the pages and just putting down stickers, and I feel like I have a mess. Like, I'm the messiest planner there is um, on YouTube. Maybe if, I don't know, I could be wrong. But if I'm not, please let me know who, because I admire those that are really like neat in their planning, but yeah, I'm not neat at all. So here I am. I'm going to place this box there. It was a little crooked, so I kept moving it around. So then I start putting some of this like stars and decor around that. But I didn't like the black backing on it. Well, I do like it, but not for this spread. So you'll see that later on I do remove it. But right now I'm focusing on putting my decor around my boxes. I mean, around my, oh my gosh, I'm so tongue twisted today. I'm putting on the decorations around the Nutcracker characters. So I had to move some stuff around while I kind of figure out the spacing, because you know that left page has a smaller spacing on that bottom box. So yeah, it took me a little bit to kind of figure out what things I can include. And so yeah, here I am just going on. I am gonna letter the letter December, so I wanted to go on ahead and kind of wipe that out and put something on the bottom, but it looked kind of bare to me, so I do add some more stuff, some more of that kind of reef around it. So here I'm, like I said, just putting on the decor around the nutcrackers, and I'm using Right Text highlighters, and I really like this color. That is my child. You're gonna see my baby's here, so I'm trying to letter with my baby in my lap, which was a little hard to do. Also because she likes to grab my stuff. So she is able to use some of the things, but not all of it. Not the pens that I really like, right? Hopefully, if you have toddlers or kids, you understand where I'm at. But yeah, I have a set of markers for her, and then, but she, for some reason, she's obsessed with using my things, not her things. So let me know if that's a common theme with your kids, because with mine that is. So here I am. I went back in the Yay holidays because that kind of space down at the bottom, I just didn't like all that white space. So I was looking for something to put down there, and I thought the trees would be the perfect thing. So I'm just cutting around it because it had a lot of white around. And I'm just gonna start to stack them up. I do move them a little bit around until I get them placed exactly where I don't know, they look best. And so I wanted some short ones and some tall ones, and like placing some in the back and some in the front. So yeah, so this is where I start kind of like really moving them around to get them where I want. And I actually I like how that looked, because it kind of covered up that space, so the December doesn't look, there's not that much white space on the bottom. And I think it went really well with the spread. So here I am. Now I'm going to go and place all my circles. And like I said, I had a really hard time with my circles. I couldn't find my circle stencil. I know I had found it and I put it to the side because I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this for that challenge. And then, yeah, I hid it from myself because I can't find it. I found it actually this week when I was organizing and cleaning my space. Yeah, it was under a bunch of sticker books. So, yay, Marysol. But here I am. Like I'm just doing my boxes, and I really like how this turned out, because I feel like the Nutcracker is kind of like I don't know, I mean, I could have used boxes that probably would have looked nice, but doodling the boxes kind of gave it a different kind of look, which I thought went very well. So here I am. I'm just cutting around the boxes to kind of eliminate some of that white space. And again, I'm using the Cutter Beast detail scissors, which I really like. They're perfect to get in in really tight spaces to kind of fussy cut. And so I'm gonna put my lines in, and I just need a few lines for a couple of things, and add a small box there. But I want to put my lines on that Saturday before I start adding on the rest of my boxes. And I do need to, because I do the long box, but on that left page, I do have that really big that looks kind of like a double box. And so I want to also do one for this side. And you'll see that in a few. But when I do that really big box, what I had not anticipated is that the original Happy Planner, and I say original, but I should say back in the day, Happy Planner sticker books had the few characters, right? And so I did end up adding 2 Nutcrackers to the scene on the bottom, but I didn't want to do that with my boxes. So with this one, what I decided to do was to make the lines complete, and I'm gonna put presents inside the box, and I thought that kind of completed the whole kind of scene. So you'll see in a minute. That is a bigger box than the one on the left side, but it's actually a double box. I was trying to get a double box. So now I'm just fussy cutting a circle, which I'm going to hide kind of behind of that double box and long box on that side. And I'm just messing around with the placement because I didn't want it to look exactly like the other side, but then the one next to it was already in the middle. So I think I kind of get it a little higher than the one on the left side. So here I am. Like I said, I placed those presents, and now I'm just adding some quotes that I got from that Christmas book that was released. I know it was one of the ones that came out in the fall, but it seemed to have a lot of kind of the old or I guess original sticker books from the past. So I really like that kind of text font, so that's what I added on here. And now I'm going to add on the washi, and pretty much this is my spread. I'm going to put them on the disc so that you can see them. And yeah, that's about it. So if you like this video, please comment and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.